Okay students, today we will discuss the crank test 4 physics. Here solutions we can see here today. Here we start with first question. What is the first question here? A dimensionless physical quantity. A dimensionless physical quantity means it is not having the dimensions. But what are the options given here? May have a unit, always have a unit, never has a unit, does not exist. Suppose we consider the angular displacement. Angular displacement we have considered here. That angular displacement is having the no dimensional formula. This is having no dimensional formula. Angular displacement having no dimensional formula. But it has a unit. What is the unit is there? For the radian is the unit is there. So we are saying that here from this we are saying that a dimensionless physical quantity may have a unit, but always not have a unit. May have a unit. Sometimes it may be have a unit. Even the dimensional formula is not there, but it has a unit. We discuss the question number 2 now. What is the question number 2 here? A bar and B bar are the two vectors. The angle between A bar, B bar and B bar, A bar is how much? Here, that is we know that here A bar and A bar cross B bar is equal to, we know that here minus B bar cross A bar. Means A bar cross B bar, here minus represents the what is here? A bar cross B bar vector in this direction. Now minus represents the what is here? B bar cross A bar vector is in the opposite direction. So the angle between these two is how many degrees here? 180 degrees. 180 degrees means theta is equal to how much here? Pi. Because these two are vectors are in the opposite direction. A bar cross B bar is equal to what is we know that here? Minus B bar cross A bar means this vector in this direction, this vector in the opposite direction. The angle between these two is 180 degrees. 180 degrees means which option is correct here? B option is correct. Next, third question. See here. A drunkard walking a narrow line takes 8 steps forward, 6 steps backward, followed by again 8 steps forward, 6 steps backward, and so on. Each step is 1 meter long, requires a 1 second. The time taken by the drunkard to fall in pit 18 meters away from the start. Now, the drunkard is moving 8 steps forward and 6 steps backward. What is the meaning of this one here? You can travel the 8 steps forward and 6 steps backward. Each step is having how many meter long here? 1 meter long. Means we go the 8 meters forward. Now 8 meters we go the forward direction. And 6 meters we go the backward direction. Because 8 step is moving in the forward direction, 6 step moving in the backward direction, each step is having the 1 meter long. So we move the 8 meters forward, 6 meters backward. Means how much distance we can travel here? Distance is equal to 8 minus 6 is equal to how many meters we can travel here? 2 meters. Now for 8 meters forward it takes the 8 seconds time. Now 6 meter backward means it takes the 6 seconds time. Total time is how much here? Total time for going for 8 meter forward or 8 steps forward, 6 steps backward, how much time taken? That time taken is 8 plus 6 is equal to how many seconds here? 14 seconds. Means in the 14 seconds time, in the 2 meter distance, now 8 steps forward where 6 steps backward means it can travel the how much distance here? 2 meter distance. 2 meter distance it can travel in how many seconds here? 4 seconds. Here 2 meter distance traveled in how many seconds here? 14 seconds. In 1 meter distance is traveled in how many seconds here? 7 seconds. Because 14 by 2 is equal to 7 seconds. Means for totally how much distance we traveled? We are 18 meters we traveled. Means 18 meters means first I have taken as a 10 meters here. Here see here. For each 2 meters we can take the how much second here? 14 seconds. I am starting here 0, here 2, 4, 6, 8, here 10. Totally 10 meters. In 10 meters it traveled each 2 meters you can take the 14 seconds means here 14 seconds up to this one 14 second, 14 second, 14 second, 14 second. Totally this distance for traveling of the 10 meters it takes the 70 seconds. After the 10 meter you can travel again, you can travel how many meters here? 8 meters. Here 8 meters means here you can go the 8 meters forward direction. When going the 8 meters forward direction, you fall into a pit. You fall in a pit means you cannot come in the backward direction. You fall in a pit means here 8 meters for 1 meter. It can take the for 1 meter. It can take the 1 second time. Means here how many meters here? 8 meters. 8 meters means it takes how many seconds time here? 8 seconds. Now total how much time taken here? 70 plus 8 is equal to how much time taken here? 78 seconds will be taken. Here listen carefully. Up to the 10 meters, we going forward and backward. That's the reason each here 2 meter distance it can take the 14 minutes time. Here because we going in the forward and backward. After the 10 meters, here the drunk can travel in 8 meters in the forward direction. Fall into the pit. That's the reason for this 8 meters you can take the 8 second because 1 meter we traveled in how many seconds here? 1 second. So 70 plus 8 is equal to how many seconds here? 78 seconds he will be take for what is here? The time taken by the drunkard to fall in a pit. How much time is taken here? 78 seconds time is taken. So C option is correct. Next we go to the question number 4. A particle is starting from rest with a uniform acceleration for a time interval of t1. Now after the time interval t1 you are going with uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means velocity is increases up to the time t1. Now further it moves constant velocity. After that is having the constant velocity. For a interval t2. After the t2, he decelerates uniformly. Decelerates uniformly means it's what is the acceleration is the decreases means velocity also decreases. And before coming to rest, what is the Vt graph? The best represents the motion of such particle. Means here first starting here up to the t1. Here this is not taken as a here up to this distance. Here up to the t1 time. How much here he moves with what is the uniform acceleration? Means up to this one here velocity is increases. Now after he moves with constant velocity, here velocity is constant. Next after this one, what will be here? Velocity is decreases. Decelerates means what is the meaning of decelerates here? The velocity is decreases. That's the reason up to this one increases, here constant, here decreases. That's the reason which option is correct here? C option is correct here. Here what is here? We are starting from here. It is not starting from the what is here? Rest position. That's the reason it is also wrong. It is also not starting from rest position. So wrong. It is also not starting from rest position. That's the reason wrong. It is starting from rest position, increases gradually, and after this one it becomes to be constant. Again it will be decreases. That's the reason which option is correct here? Fourth option is correct. Now we come to the fifth question. Here, what is the fifth question here? The projectile is fired with an initial velocity u at an angle theta with respect to the horizontal from the ground. The potential energy at the maximum height. Potential energy at maximum height we can find out like this. Here, what is here? Change in the kinetic energy we can take here. The change in the kinetic energy means the loss of kinetic energy is converted into potential energy at maximum height. That is the meaning of this one. Now potential energy is equal to change in the kinetic energy. Now potential energy is equal to change in the initial on the ground. On the ground what will be there here? That is having the potential energy is equal to half mu square because initial velocity is u. Here at the maximum height it is having only horizontal component. It is not having the vertical component in the projectile motion. So the velocity, the mass is there, velocity can be written as the u cos theta whole square. Velocity is u cos theta whole square at the maximum height. Only horizontal component of velocity is a, vertical component of velocity is 0. So potential energy can be written as a of m u square minus of m u square cos square theta. So potential energy can be written as a of m u square taking common. Remaining is 1 minus cos square theta. Now potential energy is equal to what is coming here, of m u square 1 minus cos square theta. 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. So potential energy answer is what is here, of m u square sin square theta at which height here, maximum height. So which option is correct here? B option is correct. Next we see the next question. What is the next question here? Sixth question. Two particles of equal masses describe circular paths of radii r1 and r2 with the same type rate. The ratio of the centripetal force experienced by them. Centripetal force ratio is asking here. Two radii is given r1 and r2. Centripetal force formula here, mv square by r. This can be written as m r omega square by r. This can be written as m r square omega square by r. Are getting cancelled. So centripetal force F is equal to m r omega square. Now the ratio of the centripetal force is asking here. Means F is directly proportional to radius r. So two radii is given r1 and r2. So what is I am writing here, f1 by f2 is equal to what is getting here, r1 by r2. Which option is correct here? R1 by r2 means B option is correct. Next we go to the question number 7. What is the question number 7 here? See here. A body is suspended from the ceiling of a room with the help of a chain. If m1 and m2 are the masses of the body and the chain respectively, then the force with which the ceiling pulls the chain is, means when the ceiling having the room with the help of a body is suspended. The body is having the mass is the m1. What is here? Another one is a rope is having the mass is the m2. What is the force acting on the ceiling is asking here. Force acting on the ceiling can be written as total mass. F is equal to mg. Total mass can be written as what is here? R weight. Force or weight we are writing. Here that is here the force is equal to total mass. What is here? m1 plus m2 into g. Here m1 is the mass of the body. m2 is the mass of the chain. Total mass is here m1 plus m2 into g. So which option is correct here? C option is correct. Next question number 8. A block has been placed on an inclined plane with a slope angle theta. Blocks slide down plane at constant speed. The coefficient of kinetic friction is equal to the. We know that in this case here sin theta, cos theta, g and tan theta is given. Here what is here? Coefficient of kinetic friction. We know that here coefficient of kinetic friction means coefficient of what is here? Coefficient of kinetic friction. When kinetic friction comes here the body slides down. The body slides down means the angle. What are the? Here angle is there. Here this is the angle. This angle is becomes to be angle of repose. That slope angle is becomes to be angle of repose. This is the inclined angle. When inclined angle is becomes to be theta is becomes to be angle of repose, then body will be what is here? Slides down. Body will be slides down means which friction comes into play here? Kinetic friction comes into play. In this case, when the theta is the angle of repose means the relation between the angle of repose and the coefficient of kinetic friction. We know that relation, that is mu is equal to what is the relation here? Tan theta. Here mu is equal to tan theta. This relation is there. So the coefficient of kinetic friction value is equal to, that is taken as what is here? Tan theta. Here which option is correct here? The D option is correct. Next we go to the question number 9. Now a stone of mass m is tied to a string and lowered at constant acceleration of g by 2 to a distance d. The work done by the string is, listen here. First, in order to find the work done, first initial energy and final energy we have to find here. First stone here is a, this is I am taken as a B, this is what will be here ground. Now from the ground, suppose the A point distance I am considered as a x distance is there. Now the stone is, now mass is tied to a string lowered at a, mass m is tied to a string lowered at a constant acceleration. It is coming down with the g by 2. First here is the stone. Here is there means here this is the x distance is there. At the x distance means here what is here only potential energy is there. Here kinetic energy is 0. So what is I am writing here? Potential energy is mgx plus kinetic energy. Total energy can be written as potential energy plus kinetic energy. Kinetic energy at maximum height, at the height is 0. Here velocity is 0. So kinetic energy is 0. So what is I am writing here? EA is equal to mgx. Now, what will there? It is lowered at a distance d. It is coming the distance d. D means what is that? This remaining distance is x minus d. Now, at this distance, we have to find the total energy. Here at this point, it is having the two energies. One is the kinetic energy, another one is the potential energy. So, at B point, total energy can be written as potential energy. It is at the height, how much is x minus d height plus kinetic energy. Kinetic energy can be written as half mv square. But b square how to find here? B is how to find here? We use the kinetic relation. Here b square minus u square is equal to 2as. Now here v square, initial velocity is 0 square 2 into, it is lowered at constant acceleration. So coming with acceleration g by 2 is given. G by 2 into s. Now, here 2 getting cancelled, v square is equal to gs. Now, find the total energy at B point. What is the total energy at B point here? mg into x minus d plus half into, distance. How much distance is traveled here? D distance is traveled. So, we are taken as here d. Now, what is coming here? M into gd. Now what is here? This is the total energy at B point. This is the total energy at A point. Now we find the what is here? This is the total energy at B point and A point means we find the work done. Work done is equal to, we have to make here EB minus EA. Now EB minus EA we have to find here right. Now what is here? That is the work done is equal to EB. EB is equal to mg into x minus d plus half mgd. Here minus mgx. Minus mgx. Now here this is what is here? W is equal to mgx minus mgd plus half mgd minus mgx. mgx cancel. Here 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. Now negative value is there for the 1. So what is getting here? mgd by 2. So here work done is equal to mgd by 2. Which option is correct here? A option is correct. Right. Next we go to the question number 10. What is here? A block of mass m hangs a vertical spring. Initially the spring is unstretched and allowed to fall from rest. The maximum distance travelled by the block if it is released slowly. Now here we have to this is the total energy at equilibrium position. Total energy at equilibrium position is equal to, the total energy is always constant. Total energy at extreme position. Total energy at equilibrium position is equal to total energy at extreme position. The total energy at equilibrium position we are writing a block of mass hangs a vertical spring. Means here it is having the two potential energies. One is the gravitational potential energy, another one is the spring potential energy, another one is the kinetic energy. Now here also we are having here total energy means at the extreme position also gravitational potential energy, spring potential energy, and another one is the kinetic energy. Now at the equilibrium position gravitational potential is 0, height is 0, spring potential also 0, equilibrium position means there is no stretching. Here velocity also 0. Now what is here? That is totally 0. But at the extreme position it is having the some height or some displacement. So mgy, y is the displacement. Now spring potential energy that can be written as half ky square. But at the extreme position kinetic energy is 0. Now what is getting here from this 0 equal to minus mgy plus half ky square we are getting here. So mgy is equal to half ky square I am writing. Here y square getting cancelled. Now mg is equal to k by 2 into y is there. But y is asking here distance traveled by the block means that is what is the distance is asking here. Now how much distance is asking means what is we are getting here y is equal to 2mg by k means that is the distance is what is we are getting here 2mg by k. Which option is correct here? C option is correct. This is question number 10. Next we go to the question number 11. A wheel of bicycle is rolling without slipping on a level road. The velocity of the center of mass Vcm. Then true statement is. Now listen. Here this is the velocity of center of mass that is given. Vcm. Vcm is the velocity of center of mass. Here velocity we have to find at A comma B point. Now here this is velocity here it is rolling like this. Means here velocity is taken as a r omega. R is the radius of the what is here wheel. Here omega is the angular velocity. Here velocity is in this direction. Here r omega. Now we are writing here the total velocity at A point. Total velocity at point A. Total velocity at point A can be written as A. That can be written as Vcm plus translational velocity, rotational velocity 2 is there. One is a Vcm plus r omega. But we know that here Vcm is equal to r omega. We know that this condition. So Vcm plus r omega is equal to Vcm. What is we are getting here? 2 Vcm. The total velocity at point A is 2 Vcm. Next, similarly, we find the total velocity at point B. What is the total velocity at point B? Now total velocity at point B means this is in this direction, this is in this direction. Means both are in the opposite direction. So what is I am writing here? Vcm minus r omega. But Vcm is equal to r omega. R omega is equal to Vcm. So Vcm minus Vcm is equal to what is here? 0. Here from this we can find out which option is correct here. The velocity at A point is 2 Vcm. Velocity at B point is 0. This option is correct. You can see the remaining option, velocity at A point is 0, velocity at B point is 2 Vcm. This is not a correct. Here, next the velocity at point A is 2 Vcm, the velocity at point B is minus Vcm. This is also not correct. Here, the velocity of both are Vcm. This is also not correct. Which option is correct here? A option is correct because velocity at point A is 2 Vcm, velocity at point B is 0. So, A option is the correct. Right, this is question number 11. Next to question number 12. When the torque acting on the system is 0, which of the following will be constant? Now when the torque is acting on the torque and angular momentum both are related by torque is equal to dr by dt. When the torque acting on the system is 0, 0 is equal to dr by dt. Now 0 equal to dr by dt means dr by dt is equal to 0. Means what is the constant here? L equal to constant. L equal to constant means angular momentum is constant. Observe the options here. Force, linear momentum, linear impulse, these are all not constant. So here only angular momentum is constant. In the option angular momentum is not there. So which option is correct here? None of this. Here the what is there not constant means which option is correct here? None of this option is correct, because when the torque is acting on the body is 0, only which is constant here? Angular momentum is constant. Right. Next to here question number 13. A rubber ball is dropped from a height 5 meter on a planet where the acceleration due to gravity is not known. On bouncing rises to a height 1.5 meter. The ball loses its velocity on bouncing by a factor of. Velocity factor is asking in the question here. Now how to find the velocity factor here? First of all, ball is dropped from the height. First we find the velocity expression. Here height means that is the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So half mv square is equal to mgh. Here mm what is here cancel. Here v square is equal to 2gh. V square is equal to 2gh means v is equal to under root of 2gh. Now first I am writing v1. h1. First it is falling from height h1 height. Now v1 is equal to under root of 2g h1. And second it is rebounces to the height h2. Here v2 is equal to 2 under root of 2g h2. Now what is asking here? This is what is here? Rebounces height is h2. Fraction is asking here. Fraction is asking means how to find the fraction here? v2 minus v1 by v2. v2 minus v1 by v2 is equal to what is we are getting here? 1 minus v1 by v2. Here 1 minus v1 by v2. 1 minus v1 by v2 means 1 minus under root of 2g. Here this is a v1 minus v2 by v1 fraction. v1 minus v2 by v1. So what is getting here? v2 by v1. v2 by v1 means here what is here? v2 is equal to 2g h2 by under root of 2g h1. Here 2g cancel. The remaining is what will be there here? v1 minus v2 by v1 fraction is equal to 1 minus under root of h2 by h1. Both are taken into the same under root. Now v1 minus v2 by v1 is equal to 1 minus under root of h2. h2 is equal to 1.8 by 5. Now 1.8 by 5 is equal to, we are getting here near about v1 minus v2 by v1 is equal to 1 minus, here this value is near about 1.8, this is a 1.8 by 5 means 80 by 50. Now 2 9s are 225s are 25 dividing with 90 means 25 3s are means near about to this is what is here under root of 0.36. Now what is we are getting here? 1 minus 0.36 under root is 0.6. 0.6 means 0.4. 0.4 means which value here? 2 by 5. Means which option is correct here? D option is correct. Next we go to the question number 40. For a satellite moving on an orbit around the earth, the ratio of kinetic energy to potential energy. Kinetic energy on the earth we have to write the first potential energy and kinetic energy expressions. Potential energy expression is equal to G m by Re. This is potential energy expression. The kinetic energy on the surface of the earth is equal to, that value is equal to 1 by 2 G m m by re. But this is I am taking magnitude. Magnitude means actually this is minus is there, but magnitude taking this becomes to be plus here. Now the ratio of kinetic energy to potential energy asking here. So kinetic energy by I am writing here potential energy. Kinetic energy by potential energy is equal to 1 by 2 into Gme into m by re by this is potential energy is equal to Gme into m by re. Here re cancel, mm cancel. What is here? These total values are cancelled. Total values are cancelled means kinetic energy by potential energy is equal to how much value we are getting here? 1 by 2. Means which option is correct here? B option is correct. Next question number 15. What is the question number 15? See here. A steel wire of cross-sectional area A can withstand a maximum strain 10 power of minus 3. Young modulus of the strain is 2 into 10 power of 11 Newton per meter square. The maximum mass that wire can hold is. Now mass is asking here. We know that formula Young modulus is equal to stress by strain. Young modulus is equal to stress by strain. Strain is given. First we find the stress here. Stress is equal to y into strain. Young modulus is given here. What is the Young modulus is given here? Young modulus is equal to 2 into 10 power of 11. And strain is equal to 10 power of minus 3. Now what is we are getting here? 2 into 10 power of 8. That is the stress we are getting here. Stress we are getting means that is a here cross-sectional area also given. Stress is equal to, this is stress. Stress is equal to formula force by area is equal to 2 into 10 power of 8. Force is equal to 2 into 10 power of 8 into area. Means 2 into 10 power of 8 into area of cross section. 3 into 10 power of minus 6. So what is we are getting here? 6 into 10 square. This is the force. 6 into 10 square newtons. Now but what is asking here? Maximum mass is asking here. Here this can be written as a force can be written as here force F is equal to, we know that value, 6 into 10 square Newton. So force is equal to mg is equal to 6 into 10 square. Now mass is the mass we have to find here. M into 10 is equal to 6 into 10 square. Here 10 cancel. Mass is equal to 6 into 10 is equal to how much kg here? 60 kg. Means which option is correct here? B option is correct here. This is question number 15. Question number 15. Which option is correct here? B option is correct. Next we go to the question number 16. What is that? A lift of mass 10 power of 3 kg tied to a thick iron wires. The maximum acceleration of lift is 1.2 meters square. The maximum safe stress is 1.4 into 10 power of 8 Newton per meter square. Now the safe stress is the minimum diameter of the wire is. Here what is given here? Maximum acceleration of the lift is given. Now what is here? This is the mass is given. So lift, first of all the tension in the lift we have to find here. The tension lift is tied to thick iron wires. The tension in the thick iron wires we have to find here. This is M into G plus A. Now this is the M into G plus A. The mass is given is how much here? 10 power of 3. G, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity 9.8. And another acceleration given 1.2 meter per second square. So D is equal to 10 power of 3 into 11. Means this is we are getting here 11,000. Here this is 1000 into 11 is equal to 11,000 we are getting. This is the tension. Tension nothing but a force. Now stress is given. Stress is equal to force by area. But here diameter is required. Means first we have to find the radius. Now area is equal to force by stress. In the force place we can take the tension tension by stress. So now area is equal to, we know that formula, pi r square is equal to, here what is here, tension by stress here. Now r square is equal to T by stress into pi. Now we substitute the values here. Now r square is equal to tension value is equal to that is we are getting here, tension is equal to 11,000 by stress value given, that is the stress value is equal to 1.4 into 10 power of 8 into pi. So pi value is equal to, already we know that here 3.14. When calculating this one, the radius value is equal to, we are getting 0.005. Now this is a 0.05, we are getting here meters. This is a 0.005 meters. But they are asking the diameter. Diameter is equal to 2 times of the radius. 2 into 0.005 means what is we are getting here, 0.01 meters. Now which option is correct here? D option is correct. Next to here we see the question number 17. A spherical liquid drop of radius r is divided into 27 equal droplets. The surface tension is B. The work done in the process will be. Now spherical drop of radius r is divided into 27 equal droplets. Means each droplet having radius I am taken as a smaller. So the spherical liquid drop divided into 27 equal droplets means the volume of the spherical droplet. The volume of the spherical liquid drop, that is taken as a 4 by 3 pi r square. It is dividing into how many droplets here? 27. 27 means 27 into its volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. R small r is the radius of each droplet. That is the small r is the radius of each droplet. Capital R is the radius of the liquid drop. That is a big drop. This is the small drop radius. Now how many small drops are divided? 27 small drops are divided. So value of this one and this one is same. Now here 4 by 3, 27 is there. 27 is multiplying with small drop value 4 by 3 pi r. Here 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi cancel. Now r cube is equal to 27 r cube. Now small r simplified. Small r cube is equal to r cube by 27 means r cube by 3 cube. Means what we are getting here? This is r cube by 3 cube. Now r is equal to what is here? R by 3. Here next we find the work done. Work done formula we are writing here 8 pi. What is here? This is 8 pi t into. Here how many small droplets here? 27 into what will be there here? 27. This is a 4 pi. This is a 4 pi t into general formula 4 pi r square t. So 4 pi t into r. R values are we are writing here 27 into this is r cube minus of here what is here? This is 27 into r cube minus 4 pi r square means 27 r square minus r square. Now this is the general formula is 4 pi r square into t. Means that is a general formula. Here work done means we are dividing into two droplets, means dividing we are writing here. This is a 4 pi r square into t means work done is equal to formula 4 pi t into r1 square minus r2 square. Using this formula we are writing this one. Now what is I am writing here from this 27 r square. Now what is we are getting here? W is equal to 4 pi t into 27. Why writing 27 means it is dividing into 27 equal droplets. Now what is the r square? R is equal to, we know that r by 3. R by 3 means here r square by 9 minus of r square. Now this is r square by 9. Here squaring. Squaring means r square by 9. 9 ones are 9 threes are. Now what is we are getting the value? That value is equal to 4 pi t into here this is 3r square minus r square. 3r square minus r square is equal to 2r square. Now what is here? 2r square means this value is equal to here 8 pi t into r square, or that value is equal to 8 pi r square into t. So which option is correct here? C option is correct. Next we go to the question number 18. The surface tension of liquid is 5 Newton per meter. If the film is held on a ring area, the area is only 0.02. Pi is not there. 0.02 meter square. Its surface energy is about. Here surface energy formula. Surface energy is equal to, here what is here, tension into area. Area 2A I am taking. Why taking the 2A? It is having the two surfaces. That film is having the two surfaces. So the surface energy is equal to tension. Tension is given. That is the surface tension is 5. Area is equal to 2 into 0.02. That is 0.02 is given. That is 10 into 0.02. What is we are getting here? 0.2. 0.2 means 2 into 10 power of minus 1 joules. Energy unit is joules is there. So which option is correct here? D option is correct. Next we go to the question number 19. A Celsius and Fahrenheit thermometers are put into the water. The reading of the Fahrenheit thermometer is 3 times of the Celsius thermometer. Fahrenheit thermometer reading is equal to F is equal to, the reading of the Fahrenheit thermometer is 3 times of the Celsius thermometer, 3C. We know that the relation between Celsius and the Fahrenheit, C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180. Here both are the same. Means what is here? C by 100 is equal to, what is I am writing in the place of the F? I am writing 3C minus 32 by 180. Here 0, 0, 2 5s are 2 9s are 10s. Now what is we are getting here? 9C is equal to, this is multiplying 15C minus 32 into 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 160. This is. Now 15C minus 9C is equal to, what is here? This is taking here. 6C is equal to minus 160. Minus minus cancel. C is equal to 160 by 6. 2 80s are 2 3s are. Now C is equal to, what is here? 80 by 3 degree centigrade. But that is asking the reading of the Fahrenheit thermometer is asking. Fahrenheit thermometer F is equal to 3 into C. Now F is equal to 3 into 80 by 3. 3 cancel. We are getting 80 degree Fahrenheit. So which option is correct here? B option is correct here. That is 18 degree Fahrenheit. Next we discuss the question number 20. A solid ball of meter has a diameter D. It has spherical cavity of diameter D, small d. Here solid ball is having the diameter D, spherical cavity having the diameter small d. When the total metal ball is heated, the diameter of the cavity is, total metal ball is heated means here the ball is heated means ball will be expanded, the spherical cavity also expanded. That's the reason the value is increases. Value is increases means the diameter also increases. Cavity value increases, metal ball volume also increases. So cavity value is increases means the diameter also increases. So the diameter of the cavity is increases. Which option is correct here? A option is correct. This is question number 20. Next question number 21. The change in internal energy of the system is independent of. This is independent of. Here internal energy, it is depends upon the temperature, work done and pressure. But it is independent of the, what is that, the path along which the system is taken from initial to final. The internal energy is a path independent quantity. It depends upon the initial and final stages only. That's the reason the path along which the system is taken from initial to final state, it is independent. So here what is it? It is independent of the path along which the system is taken from initial to final state, because it is not a path quantity. It is depends upon only initial state and final state. It cannot depend upon the path. So which option is correct here? B option is correct. Now the thermodynamic process, a system absorbs the 2 kilocalorie of heat and at the same time it done the 800 joules of work. The change in the internal energy is asking here. Using the first law of thermodynamics. Here what is here? dQ is equal to du plus dW. This is the first law of thermodynamics. dQ is equal to du plus dW. Now what is we are getting here? The change in the internal energy is asking here. du is equal to dQ minus dW. This is the formula for change in the internal energy. But what is here? Thermodynamic system is 2 kilocalorie of heat. Now 2 kilocalorie of heat means dQ is equal to 2 kilocalorie. 2 into 10 power of 3 into 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. Means 8.4 into 10 power of 3. Here what is here? 8,400 joules. We are getting this is the dQ. But what is here? dQ is asking here. dQ is equal to 8,400. Work done already 800 joules are given. Here 800. Now 8,400 minus 800. We are getting 7,600. Means which option is correct here? A option is correct. Next we go to the question number 23. A compressor pumps 70 liter of air into 6 liter tank with the temperature remaining unchanged. If all other air is originally at 1 atmosphere, the final observed pressure of air in the tank is. First initial value I am writing, total value. That is what is that? 70 plus 6, 76 liters. Final value only, that is the volume of the pump here, that is 70 liters. Now that is here this is the volume of the air. Air will be there, that is 6 liters volume of the air. Now this is 6 liters. Now first pressure we are given. Pressure is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Here V2 is equal to how much they are asking. You know that formula, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now V2 is required here. P2 is required here. V2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. P1 V1 by V2 is there. P1 is equal to 1. V1 is equal to 76 by 6. Now what is here? Near about we are getting here 12.67 atmosphere. So which option is correct here? B option is correct here. First value is total value of the air and the compressor, that is 70 plus 6 is equal to 76 liter. Next value is only air value, that is a 6 liter. First pressure is 1 atmosphere, second pressure is how much? Here that value is equal to 12.67 atmospheric pressure. We are getting this one. Next we go to the question number 24. A gas is found to obey the law P2 power P square V, that is obey the law P square V equal to constant. The initial temperature and value are T0 V0 respectively. The gas expands to volume 3 V0. Then the final temperature is becomes to V. Now first we use the formula P square V equal to constant. P square V equal to constant means what is I am writing here? P square is inversely proportional to 1 by V. Now what is I am writing here? From this P1 square by P2 square is equal to V2 by V1, inversely proportional. Now first pressure I am taken as P0. Initial pressure is I am taken as a P0. P0 square by P2 square. Final pressure I want to find here. Initial value V0. Initial value V0, final value 3 V0. Here final value is equal to 3 V0, initial value is equal to V0. Now V0 cancel. Now what is we are getting here? P2 square is equal to P0 square by 3. Here P2 is equal to P0 by root. This is the final pressure. Now next when getting the final pressure, we know that relation P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, because here what is asking? Final temperature is asking. Now P1 is equal to, we know that here P1 is equal to, we are considered as a P0, V1 is equal to V0, T1 is equal to T0. Initial pressure, initial value, initial temperature. P2 is equal to, we know that here P0 by root 3, V2 is equal to 3 V0 is given by T2 is required. Now P0 cancel, V0 also cancel. Now what is we are getting here? This is value is equal to 1 by T0 is equal to root 3 by T2. Now what is here? T2 is equal to root 3 into T naught. So which option is correct here? A option is correct. Right, this is the question number 24. Next we come to the question number 25. Two pendulums have the periods T and 5T/4. They start SHM at the same time from mean position. The phase difference between them after the pendulum with larger period complete one oscillation is. Right. First, you have to find the time difference here. Simply, we can do it in a simple way. That is what is there. T. First time is equal to T1 is equal to T. Second time. That is the pendulum of time periods T2 is equal to 5T/4. The time difference I am finding here. Time difference delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. 5T/4 minus T. Here this is what is here T/4. Time difference is T/4 means what is the phase difference? Suppose we are drawing the graph like this. We know that here in the simple harmonic motion here 0. This angle is pi/2. This angle is what is here pi. Now this angle is pi/2 means this angle here up to this one is equal to totally pi/2 angle 0 to pi we are taken here. 0 to pi means 360 degrees. 360 degrees if you take the total time is a t. Total time is t means up to this one is equal to total time is t is taken. Total time is t is taken here. Total time is equal to for 2 pi angle t time is taken. Now pi angle is equal to how much taken here? T/2 time is taken. Now pi/2 angle is equal to how much taken here? T/4 is taken. For completing the one here, what is here? This is for completing one round here up to 2 pi, you can take the time t. Now half of this one is equal to totally for completing the one complete round it can take the 2 pi. For 2 pi angle it can take the time t. For pi angle it can take the t/2. Pi/2 angle it can take the time is equal to t/4. For the t/4, how much phase difference is coming here? Pi/2 phase difference is coming here. Which option is correct here? C option is correct here. For making the complete oscillation, 2 pi oscillation, we can take the time period t. For pi angle t/2. Here pi/2 angle we are getting as a t/4. So which option is correct here? For t/4 time, which option is correct here? Pi/2 option is correct here. So pi/2 option which is here? C option is correct. Now next to question number 26. What is the question number 26? The amplitude of damped harmonic oscillator is A0. It becomes to be A0 by 3 in 2 minutes. Now after 6 minutes what will be? Now here first A0 is a here A0 by 3 is becomes to be 2 minutes. Now A0 by 9 3 square this is a 9. A0 by 9 is becomes to be again in 2 minutes. Now A0 by 3 cube means 27 again 2 minutes. Means totally how many minutes? 2 plus 2 plus 2 totally 6 minutes. In 6 minutes it can amplitude becomes to be final becomes to be what is here? A0 by 27. So which option is correct here? C option is correct. After 6 minutes this becomes to be A0 by 27. Or then directly we can find out like this also. A0 by 3 cube. A0 by 3 cube is equal to A0 by 27. Or we use the direct formula. A is equal to A0 by here 3 times is decreasing means 3 to the power of n. Right. This formula also we can use here. Now 6 minutes after that becomes to be how much amplitude is there? A0 by 27 amplitude is there. Next we use next question number 27. A wave along the string has the following the equation y of t. This is like y of t is there. T is function. Now minus 0.02 sin 30t minus 4x where the distance are meter and time are taken in second. Distance in the meter, time is taken in the second. The phase difference between them is given. The phase difference is given. Phase difference is asking, path difference is given. 0.785 path difference is given. We have to find the phase difference. Now first use the relation y equal to here what will be here minus 0.02. What is coming here? Sin 30t minus 4x. Right. This is in the form of y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Compare this one. Omega is equal to 30. A is equal to 4. K is equal to 4 means 2 pi by lambda is equal to 4. Right, 2 getting cancelled. Pi by lambda is equal to 2. Lambda is equal to pi by 2. Means pi by 2 means 3.14 by 2. Here 2 ones are what is here? Remaining is 11. 2 5s are 2 7s are. Right, 2 ones are 2 5s are 2 7s are means 1.57 we are getting lambda. Suppose I want to find the lambda by 2. Lambda by 2 means 1.57 by 2. Here this is 2 7s are 14. Next 2 8s are 2 5s are means 0.785. Means 0.785 meters represents how much here path difference here? Lambda by 2 path difference. But here 0.875 represents the lambda by 2 path difference. Lambda by 2 path difference. But what is asking here? Phase difference. Phase difference is equal to, we know that relation. The relation between phase difference and path difference. 2 pi by lambda into path difference. This is a relation between phase difference and path difference. So phase difference is equal to what is we are getting here? Phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda into path difference is equal to lambda by 2. So lambda cancel, 2 cancel. Here which option is correct? Here pi option is correct. Which is answer here? Answer is a pi. Answer is pi means which option is correct here? A option is correct. Next we come to the question number 28. What is the question number 28? See here. Now a source of sound moves towards a stationary listener with speed 1 by 10 to the speed of sound, the ratio of apparent to real frequency. We know that apparent frequency mu dash is equal to mu into mu dash is equal to mu into v minus v naught by v minus vs. But in the what is the given here? Stationary listener means observer at rest position. So formula can changes as mu into v. This value is equal to 0. V by v minus vs. Now what is the condition given here? Now the ratio of apparent frequency to real frequency. This is the real frequency. This is apparent frequency. Mu dash by mu is equal to what we know that here? V by v minus vs. Now move stationary listener. A source of sound. Source sound is equal to 1 by 10 of speed of sound. Now source S is a source is A. Now what will be here? Vs is equal to here 1 by 10th of here. This is a 1 by 10th of speed of the speed of the source is equal to 1 by 10th of speed of the what is their sound. Vs is equal to 1 by 10 into V. So what is getting here? Mu dash by mu is equal to here. This is a V by 1 minus V is there here as usual. V minus Vs. Vs is equal to V by 10. Now what is getting here? Mu dash by mu is equal to V by 10V minus V by 10. Now this is V by 9V by 10. V cancel. Now what is getting here? 10 by 9. So mu dash by mu is equal to, we are getting as a 10 by 9. Here 10 by 9 means which option is correct here? B option is correct. This is a question number 28. Next we come to the question number 29. The distance between the 2 point charges is increases by 10%. The force of interaction approximately means the force of interaction. The distance between 2 point charges are increased by 10%. Means the first distance is equal to R1. Their final distance is equal to R2. R2 is equal to R1 plus here 10% of R1. So R2 is equal to R1 plus 10 by 100 into R1. 10 tens are cancelled. Now R1 plus 0.1 into R1. R1 taking common, 1 plus 0.1 is equal to, we are getting here 1.1 R1. This is a R2 value. This R2 is equal to, we are getting as a 1.1 R1. So the force of interaction approximately means they are asking here F2 minus F1 by F1 into 100% is asking here. This is F2 by F1 minus 1 into 100%. We know that here F is equal to, listen here, this value I am changing now like this. Here F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here Q1 Q2 by R square. So F is inversely proportional to 1 by R square. So what is getting here? F1 by F2 is equal to R2 square by R1 square. So F2 by F1 is required. F2 by F1 is equal to R1 square by R2 square. This is the F2 by F1 value. Now I am writing here that value. Now that value I am writing here, F2 by F1 is equal to R1 square by R2 square minus 1 into 100%. Now what is the value here? R1 square by here 1.1 R1 whole square. This is R2 is equal to 1.1 R1 square minus 1 into 100%. When making this one, we are getting minus 17%. Now that is a minus 17% means that value is decreases. So decreases by 17%. This is the B option, this is the C option. Now here which option is correct here? B option is correct. That is the decreases by how much percent here? 17% is it. Right, this is the question number 29. Next to question number Next we go to the question number 30. Two small conducting spheres are connected to the ends of the two identical springs as shown in figure. The spacing between the spheres is 0.05 meters and the charge each sphere is plus 1.6 microcoulomb. The separation between the spheres is doubles the spring constant of the spring is. Now what is here? The separation is doubled. This is the spring. First of all, the separation is doubled. Separation here is Z spring. The separation is doubled means it is compressed. It is compressed means the final position I am drawing here. Here actually the ball here is there. Due to compression, it is moving like this. Now here also ball is there. Due to compression, it is coming here. Because of compression, here actually ball is there. Because of compression, it is moving like this. Now the separation is doubled. Actually the separation is 0.05. Means separation is doubled. Double means that separation becomes to be 0.1 centimeters. That separation is 0.1 centimeters. Now that separation is doubled means each ball is moved how much distance? Separation is increasing 0.05. So actually 0.05 is there. Again increasing how much here? 0.05. 0.05 increases means each ball is moving how much distance here? 0.025. This is also what is here? Compressed 0.025. Means here 0.025. This is 0.025. This is actually first of all 0.05 is there. Then adding all this, we are getting 0.1 centimeter. Means the balls are moving backward direction. How much distance is there? 0.025. This is our compression of the spring, that is 0.025. Now the distance between them is equal to 0.1 centimeter is what will there here increases. Here first 0.05 is there, increases to 0.1 centimeter. What is the meaning of this one? Here balls are moves backward direction with how much distance here? 0.025 centimeters. Now we know that here F is equal to F, electrical force is equal to F. What is here? This is a spring force F. Now, what is here? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to q square by r square is equal to fk. Fk can be written as kx. That is the spring constant is asking here. A is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by r square, taking here this is 1 by x. Now k is equal to 9 into 10 power of 9 into q value is equal to 1.6 into microcoulomb. Micro means 10 power of minus 6 whole square by r. R means the distance between the balls are compressed, means the distance becomes to be 0.1 centimeter. 0.1 centimeter means 0.1 whole square into 1 by the spring is compressed by ball is moving backward direction, means spring also compressed by how much distance here? 0.025 distance. Means when calculating this one here about, we are getting here 92 Newton per meter we are getting here. So 92 Newton per meter means which option is correct here? B option is correct. Right. Remaining questions we discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you.